Hello, everybody. So personal transportation, the revolution of the last century. But it has one small problem. It sucks. So what you see here is my house in Madrid, Spain. And I used to work in that building on the far left. It is just 5 kilometers away. Pretty close, right? Do you know how long it took me every single day to go there? 1 hour. I was wasting 1 hour stuck in traffic every single day, even though from my room I could see my office.
That does suck, Eduardo, and unfortunately, that's not a problem that's unique just to him. If any of you are like the average American, you will waste 42 hours of your life stuck in traffic just in this year alone, sitting in traffic. And that costs, in America, the economy, $150 billion a year due to lost productivity sitting in traffic. That's not even mentioning some of the environmental consequences. 75% of carbon monoxide emissions are coming from automobiles.
So those are pretty big problems. So let's imagine a new world, a place where with a click on your phone, you can fly from your house, office, whatever, to your final destination.
Now that's what I call a vision. Well, we're Kairos Air, and we're here to make that vision a reality by providing on-demand aerial transportation in urban settings so that passengers spend less time stuck in traffic for their commutes and more time for what matters most to them.
And I'm sure all of you right now are thinking, okay, how are they going to do that? Introducing Kairos all-electric passenger carrying an automatic air vehicle. It can carry 1 passenger plus 1 carry-on for a range of 55 kilometers. It has an onboard autopilot, so we fly it for you, and it's 100% electric.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Thousands of these things flying around the sky, crashing into each other, it's going to be chaos, right? No. The reason why is because of Kairos Mission Control Center. This is a ground-based, centralized mission control center where our certified pilots monitor every flight in a Kairos vehicle while maintaining constant contact with the air traffic controller. So it mimics the exact same system that's used in air traffic management today. So let's think about how this would work. We'll walk through the customer journey. First, if you're in a rush, no problem. You can quickly pull out your phone and book a Kairos flight just like you would an Uber. Then you'd walk a short distance to your nearest loading station where you'd be escorted into the vehicle, and one of our pilots remotely from the Mission Control Center would initiate takeoff as you fly effortlessly to your destination. You could read a book, take a phone call, no worries, because Kairos pilots have everything under control. And once you land at your destination, walk to wherever you're going, and a supervisor on the ground would prepare the vehicle for the next flight. It's a professionally run aerial transportation system with point-to-point flights so that you spend more time focusing on what matters most to you.
So we believe the possibilities are endless, but like any company, we need to start with something. And we are perfect for business commuters going to the airport. Because come on, who hasn't been in a rush to go for a meeting to the airport? In fact, 3 out of 8 passengers in an airport travel for business purposes. 40% of them use taxis, what gives us a market of 170,000 passengers daily for the top US cities. And if we just look at the top 5 routes per airport, that's a market of over $500 million per year.
Now, when we're talking about Kairos, we're not just talking about our team of top MBA students, law, and engineers. We've got an advisory board that any entrepreneur would die for. A former Air Force One pilot who flew the American president, former executives at Lockheed Martin, Bombardier, General Motors, and a NASA AI specialist. And the best part, on the regulatory front, we've been working hand in hand with the Federal Aviation Administration. On the business side, we're leveraging one of the best business schools in the country. And on the technical side, we've got a year-long research collaboration completely funded by NASA.
So to finalize, like we want to let you with one thought, that image is no longer the future. The transportation industry is shifting, and on-demand personal transportation is the next step. So join us and let's make history together.
Thank you.
So what about the cost?
Sure. Like the cost, the good thing of our vehicle is that we are really reducing the manufacturing cost and the maintenance cost. And because we don't have 1 pilot per vehicle, our pilots are in the ground.
Just give me the number. So
Okay.
how much would that cost to come from the airport to Center City?
let's say, for example, for Paris, going from like the airport to downtown, we are talking about something around 170 euros per flight. And assuming that, I don't know what is the distance in kilometers, but like you would probably be here in 10 minutes.
What about the time to market? When can we have this for the first time?
Sure. So obviously it's an ambitious undertaking on a technical front and also on a regulatory front. We're targeting 2024. The reason we've come up with that number is we've considered not only the development that it would require on a vehicle automation side and also on the infrastructure development side, but more importantly in the United States, regulatory framework that would allow legal commercialization of this. So 2024 is our targeted date.
You speak a lot about the customer experience, the regulation, but what about your, I would say, vehicles, planes, drone, I don't know how you call it. Because it seems that to have electric vehicles with a plane, it's quite difficult for a long distance. Even if long distance, I would say it's a few kilometers.
Yeah.
Sure, we believe like electric propulsion is the next step in the aerospace industry, and our vehicle is only possible with batteries. So using current battery technology, our model says that we can fly for a range of 55 kilometers. That's maximum, so we always have a buffer, and that's where we are targeting like urban places, so around something like 30 kilometers range.
Thank you very much.